the most difficult decisions a high schooler has to face when going to college is how they're going to pay for college and which college they're going to go to. How many of you know a high school student has gone straight to a four-year school and came back early? Maybe they weren't ready for the college life, or they weren't ready to be on their own for so long, or maybe the college classes were too hard for them. Today I will tell you some advantages on going to a community college first before going to a four-year school. First, tuition is much lower at a community college than a four-year school. At an in-state school, their prices up to $5,000 cheaper at a community college than a four-year school, and out-of-state school is up to $20,000 a year cheaper. But I recommend going to a two-year school, then transferring your credits to a four-year school. But you have to make sure your credits can transfer, or you'll be paying double the amount of money. Another benefit from going to community college first is you get to stay home if you live close to the college, and you don't have to pay dorm fees or any housing fees or additional expenses. Next, community colleges normally have smaller classes, therefore students are allowed more one-on-one time with their teachers, so if they have any questions, they can ask. This gives high school students more time to adapt to the college life. Community colleges are good for students who are unaware on what major they want to pursue, so this gives students more time to explore your options. Community colleges have placement tests, whereas four-year colleges don't. Placement tests are good for students who maybe have struggled at high school. They can take the test, and the test will tell them what class they need to take, so they don't take a class that is maybe too difficult for them or that is too easy for them. Community colleges have tutoring labs and places where you can get help if you are struggling with a class, but four-year schools do not. If you have any questions on a subject, you can go to a tutoring lab. I know Wall State has a tutoring lab. I went there a couple of times when I took my first couple of classes. If you have any questions at a community college, you can talk straight to your instructor, but at a four-year school, you normally have to talk to an assistant instead of talking straight to your instructor. Reasons most people get a degree is to get a well-paying job. Many community colleges have career centers or connections. Therefore, this is very good for students that are going to be a nurse or a radiologist technician or anything like this. They benefit from this because after the 2 years, you'll go to do clinical work at a local hospital. This will save you time and money, so you can go ahead and get your foot in the door of the workforce. Community colleges have more flexible schedules, so if a student already has a job or is in need of a flexible schedule, they are allowed they can go to their job and they can go to school, so they can make money while going to school. Also, if people already have families or children, this will benefit for them because they can do night school, or they can do any time that is good for them, so they can take care of their family. Community colleges support nurses and radiologists by letting them get their foot in the door and so they can get a local job. Today I've showed you 4 reasons why community colleges are better than going straight to a 4-year school. The 4 reasons that I've showed you are the cost are way lower than 4-year schools. Also, the flexibility of schedules if you need more time with your family or if you need to make some more money. They also have more support for people that are going for the nurses or doctors or anything. This also helps students that are in need of finding a job. They can go ahead and do their clinical work and then go get a job. Thank you.